All righty, welcome back to another episode of Two Plane Sports. Well, today's a pretty good day. Oklahoma lands another commit, 2025 five-star tight end Davon Mitchell. Brandon, what do you think? I mean, not a bad way to roll into the right after 4th of July.
No, this one doesn't suck at all. This is an elite win here. This kid is the dude I've compared to Calvin Johnson. Just the size, the just pure athleticism. I think he's going to be special, man. This is a huge win for Oklahoma for Joe John Finley. Man, it's exciting. This is one that we were still stressing out a little bit today, just because Miami was coming on hot, Alabama seemed to be coming on hot. At first it seemed Oklahoma, and then recently, past couple of weeks, it seemed as if we were in a dogfight for him. But now that it's finally, said and done, I think maybe the Michael Hawkins relationship proved too strong for Oklahoma. I don't know what it was at the end of the day, but I'm very glad to see Mitchell as a Sooner. This is a kid, man, that I think if he chooses to reclassify, that's a whole other debate we could talk about. But if he reclasses to 2024, gets on campus sooner, I think he has the chance to play immediately, just with what he can bring to the table. I mean, I'm very much excited for this one.
Yeah, for sure. And as we talk about this, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Apple, Spotify, and TikTok. Everything's linked in the description below. So, as you alluded to, I mean, it's a massive win. I mean, there at the end of the day, anytime you land a five-star, and I know he's in the 2025 class, and if he does indeed decide to reclassify, he might not necessarily be a five-star in the 2024 class just because, he's moving up a grade and, being 16, 17 years old, you have 1 year less of film. So, I remember whenever we first started talking about him when he was still in Texas, in the Allen, Texas area, playing with Mike Hawkins, it seemed like that they were a package deal, and it seemed like that for the most part. But as soon as he transferred out to Los Alamitos out in California, I remember getting a little anxiety of like, oh my gosh, he's going to California. Does USC become a player here? Being across the country, not down in the state of Texas, that seems to be a negative for Oklahoma. But obviously, Oklahoma proved to be too much and was all over this recruitment for, year plus now at this point. Mike Hawkins obviously probably helps with the peer recruiting. But I'm getting an echo right now, Brandon.
Shoot, still? You good? Or still echoing?
I'm still echoing, so you might just mute for a second. Sorry about that. Just don't want to be talking and having the echo. But at the end of the day, Oklahoma really showed that they could go toe to toe with an Alabama, with Miami. And I know Miami from recent memory as far as how good they are on the football field. They haven't been great, but the NIL at Miami obviously has been really good with their last class that they did land. So you beat that out, and then you also go head to head against Alabama, who he lived in Alabama, I believe, as a kid, or at least he has some family in the Tuscaloosa area. So he has a pull to Alabama. But the fact that Oklahoma went head to head, beat out Nick Saban, and Nick Saban wanted him, that's huge. And I know there's been some questions about Joe John Finley and things like that. I think this irons it all out. People are always worried about Malachi Coleman, and I agree. I think Malachi Coleman should have been a part of the 2023 class. But at the end of the day, you get Davon Mitchell. Hopefully, he reclassifies to 2024. When you start looking at this 2024 class as far as offensive weapons, Oklahoma potentially picking up Zion Raggins. If you haven't caught our video from yesterday, be sure to go check that out. I mean, they're bringing in 5 receivers. One of the receivers is Ivan Kararin, who is 6'6". You bring in Davon Mitchell, who I believe is also 6'6". You potentially bring in Caden Durham and Taylor Tatum out of the running back room in this 2024 class, and assuming Davon Mitchell also reclassifies, you get one of the best tight ends in the 2024 class, and if also the 25 class, you get him. Jeff Levy and Jackson Arnold have to be salivating about this, the thought of this, and obviously Mike Hawkins as well. But from almost an immediate standpoint, Jackson Arnold naturally you would think would be the guy that would play with them earlier. But I could see Davon Mitchell playing early, but also the problem with that is he's moving up a class, and it's already hard for 19-year-olds to play their true freshman year. I just wonder is that jump, and I know he's playing at Los Alamitos, one of the best high school football teams out there. Is that jump a little bit too much for a kid that's a year younger than everyone else?
Well, when I say play, I don't know if I mean he's going to be the everyday tight end. He's going to be the starter at tight end. He's going to be the in and out guy. I think he's. I mean, CD Lamb played as a freshman. I mean, this stuff happens. I mean, again, I think he can come in sparingly, maybe some moments. I think Jaquez Petto is going to play this year as a freshman in some moments. So I think maybe that's more of what I'm talking about. Maybe maybe I'm punching that. Maybe I'm going a little bit too excited by saying he's going to play right away. But that's kind of what I'm more alluding to, because I mean, you're right. He's going to be young. He's going to have a lot to take on. But going back to your first point, that's what got me really excited. You talk about that 2024 class offensively. When Oklahoma hires a guy like Brent Venables with his defensive minded and what he has done in college football with defenses, he's obviously built some elite defenses. So that those guys are going to come. The 5-star D-line guys, or the 5-star. Just there's 5 stars on defense that are going to be coming. There's elite defensive prospects that are going to be coming. That's the thing we knew. But to land a class like this to pair with these defenses that are going to come. This is what when you hire Brent Venables right away, and he has that press conference, and he said, I can't remember the exact quote, but we're going to build a fast, physical defense or whatever, and a high scoring electric offense. So I'm paraphrasing obviously, but we all know what he said there. This is that vision starting to come into place here, and it's really exciting. There's no better time for it. You finish up next year in Big 12 play. And you got to have your best possible team out there for 2024 when you're playing some really, really good teams, especially at home. You've got Alabama, Tennessee, and South Carolina coming to town. No better way to start that season with having a damn good football team out there. And I think with the 2023 class, Jay probably taking over to start in 2024 with this 2024 class that is starting to look pretty darn good too. That vision is starting to come together, and it's an exciting time to be a Sooner.
Very exciting, and it pays dividends to be patient, and things don't happen overnight. But the whole thought was, and the national media analysts were concerned about, you hire a defensive coach, your offense is going to fall off a cliff. Well, obviously Jeff Lebby can recruit, and offensive players, and offensive players want to play for him, and they're rolling at this point. And hopefully, today's being July 8th, and here in about 10 days, you can get Zion Raggins. And then you get Taylor Tatum, hopefully, sometime this month as well. And, I'm still on the fence about Caden Durham, but in the off chance you do get Caden Durham, I mean, he's flirting with Oklahoma on social media. You get him in the boat. That offensive side of the ball is done outside of some offensive linemen. It's done. I mean, this class, you're now just going after big fish on the defensive side, and you naturally think, like you said, that's where Oklahoma's going to be strong. And it seems like Oklahoma very well could land a couple 5-star defensive linemen and really round out this class and be, a top 5 class. And I think Davon Mitchell goes a long way to being a top 5 class.
1,000%. We're building an SEC ready team, and it's fun. I'm excited. Very much excited.
As you say, it does not suck.
No, dude, today doesn't suck at all. It's a great start to the Saturday now. We can just relax for a couple days, hopefully, and then get right back to it.
Yeah, definitely. So, obviously, a very, very talented player, someone that we're very happy to have a part of this class, and definitely was a little concerned for a little while. But Brandon, I'm guessing.
Where do you think he has a chance to rank when it's all said and done? Just a fun question here. Among Sooner tight ends, because we've had some good ones played at the college level for us. You think of Mark Andrews, just the most recent one, who was really, really good. Grant Calcaterra was pretty damn good. We got Big Stog coming back, who's had some pretty good success with Oklahoma. Then you go back to the Keith Jackson days. He won a national title with Oklahoma. You've got Jermaine Gresham, Blake Bell. There's guys that I'm probably not thinking of right away, but there's a pretty strong list of tight ends that have played at Oklahoma here. And I think Davon Mitchell has a chance, if everything goes to plan, to be right up there with some of these greats.
All right. That is a good question. I don't want to say he's going to be better than Mark Andrews, because that's quite a person to consider, but I think he could very well be one of the better tight ends that Oklahoma's had in recent memory for sure. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Apple, Spotify. And remember, we will be going live Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central. I know we missed last Tuesday, but it was 4th of July. Figured most people were probably
Yeah, I wouldn't be watching it
fireworks.
anyway. Yeah, you'd be locked up with fireworks, not us.
Yeah. So we will be back this Tuesday. Be sure to catch us there, turn the notification bell on, and we will catch you guys next time.